As midnight settles over the quiet villages of the Philippines, the world transforms. The air grows thick with the chorus of crickets, punctuated by the sudden, unsettling howls of distant dogs. The wind, heavy and restless, presses against bamboo walls and shudders through tall grass. It is in these moments, as the clock's hands join at 12, that the shadows themselves seem to stir, revealing a figure both familiar and deeply uncanny. A woman steps forward, her silhouette unremarkable at first glance. Long hair drapes over her shoulders, her face pale and serene, her presence gentle and unassuming. But as the clock chimes its final note, a spectacle of horror unfolds. Her body splits in two, her upper torso erupting with bat-like wings, tearing free from her lower half, which remains rooted to the earth. With a chilling screech, she surges skyward, vanishing into the moonlit night. This is the Manananggal, a creature whose legend sends shivers through generations. The name Manananggal is derived from the Filipino word tanggal, which means to separate or to remove. This name is earned by her most haunting ability. At night, she detaches her upper body from her lower half, leaving it behind as she takes flight. Where does she go? Into the darkness, seeking those most vulnerable, sleeping villagers, wandering travelers, and most disturbingly, expectant mothers. By day, she walks among her neighbors, indistinguishable from any other woman. Some stories say she is quiet and withdrawn, blending into the background. Others insist she is beautiful, her charm disarming any suspicion. But when the sun falls, her true nature emerges. Her eyes turn bloodshot, her tongue elongates into a needle-sharp weapon, and massive, leathery wings unfurl from her back. She is no longer human, but something far more sinister. Unlike the classic vampires of Western lore, who crave blood and leave behind telltale bite marks, the Manananggal has a different, darker appetite. Her hunger is for human organs, specifically the hearts and livers of her victims, and for the unborn children of pregnant women. Folktales paint chilling images of her hovering silently above nipa huts, her grotesquely long tongue slithering through cracks in the roof or slatted bamboo walls, searching for her prey as they sleep, oblivious to the danger above. For centuries, these stories have been told to terrify and to caution, their gruesome details seared into the memories of those who hear them. The roots of the Manananggal legend run deep in the rural provinces of the Philippines. In a world before electricity, before modern medicine, the night was a realm of unknowns and lurking dangers. Parents warned their children not to wander after dark, lest they fall victim to a Manananggal or one of her supernatural kin. But this legend served a greater purpose than simply frightening the young. It was a parable about trust and deception, a reminder that evil can wear a friendly face. In societies where community was everything, the idea that a neighbor, someone ordinary and familiar, could transform into a monster spoke to deeper anxieties about betrayal and hidden malice. Beyond its moral lessons, the Manananggal legend also offered explanations for tragedies that seemed otherwise unexplainable. Stillbirths, miscarriages, sudden deaths, and mysterious illnesses, events that left families devastated, were often attributed to the work of such creatures. In the absence of scientific knowledge, blaming the supernatural was a way to make sense of the senseless, to find some order in chaos. Despite her terrifying powers, the Manananggal is not invincible. Folklore brims with strategies to keep her at bay or destroy her altogether. Her greatest weakness is the half she leaves behind. If her lower body is discovered while she hunts, sprinkling salt, crushed garlic, or ashes on the exposed flesh ensures she cannot reattach before dawn. Without her lower half, the rising sun spells her doom, burning her to ash. Villagers, especially those with pregnant women in the household, would arm themselves with sharp objects, daggers, spears, even bamboo stakes, believed to be effective weapons against her. Garlic, a staple of Filipino kitchens, became a protective charm, hung on doors and windows or worn around the neck. In some tales, the crowing of a rooster at an unnatural hour drives the Manananggal away, a signal that dawn, her enemy, is near. Different regions of the Philippines add their own twists to the Manananggal's story. In the Visayan Islands, especially Capiz, she is considered the most feared supernatural being, surpassing even the infamous Aswang. Some accounts speak of male Manananggals, cursed to share the same nocturnal hunger. Variations describe her tongue as serpentine, able to snake through the smallest gaps. Yet in all these versions, one thing remains unchanged. The Manananggal hunts in the deepest hours of the night, when the world is most vulnerable. Even as the Philippines modernizes, the Manananggal remains a potent symbol. In big cities, awash with electric light and the ceaseless hum of activity, her legend is kept alive in films, books, and television shows. In rural areas, however, her presence feels more tangible. People still report strange occurrences, shadows flitting across the sky, livestock found dead without explanation, eerie noises on the roof, and attribute them to her. For many, she is more than a story. She is a possibility, a threat that lurks just out of sight. The Manananggal embodies more than just fear. She represents the duality of human nature, the capacity for darkness that lies beneath a placid exterior. By day, she is part of the community. By night, she is its greatest danger. The legend also encapsulates humanity's ancient dread of the unknown, particularly the night. Before the advent of artificial light, darkness was a time of vulnerability, a domain of predators and spirits. In crafting the Manananggal, communities gave form to that fear, transforming it into a story that could be shared, and in sharing, controlled. In the modern age, the Manananggal's reach has extended far beyond Philippine shores. Horror enthusiasts around the world are drawn to her unique brand of terror. Artists reinterpret her for new generations, and she appears in video games, comics, and even as inspiration for Halloween costumes. To children, she is the stuff of nightmares and dares. To adults, she is a thread connecting them to their ancestors, to the fireside tales told by grandparents. Imagine again the midnight village, the wind sighing through the trees, houses crouched in uneasy silence. Somewhere above, a creature with wings as wide as shadows glides quietly, searching. Her lower half stands abandoned on the earth, waiting. And inside a modest home, a family clings to tradition. Garlic on the windowsill, prayers whispered, eyes turned anxiously to the east, longing for the light of dawn. The Manananggal endures, not just as a monster, but as a living story, a testament to the ways fear, imagination, and community intertwine to shape our world.